What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to give you a quick photography lesson using a camera phone. In this case it's going to be the iPhone 4S. I'm going to show you how to do a quick portrait indoors, just in the house, using window light and a couple of blank sheets of paper. We're going to use these blank sheets of paper as a fill light. I'm going to have my model sit down while I pull up this camera app on my iPhone. Alright, so I'm pulling up the camera app really quick, and I'm going to get my model to show you what happens when you use this white piece of paper. Alright, if you hold this up right next to your face, that's a little too close. If you guys look, you can see how her face gets lighter. I'll bring it down. See the shadow, what's happening, and then when she brings the paper back up, it gets lighter. Alright, that's what we're going to use as a fill light, so her face won't be that dark. And since camera phones usually have wide angle lenses, you don't want to get too close with your camera to try to fill the frame with her face, because what it's going to do is it's going to distort her face. It's going to make her face look like she gained an extra 10 pounds, and you know we don't want that, especially when you're taking pictures of women. Okay, so I'm going to back up a little bit, and of course I'm going to have more of just her, her head in the shot, but we can always crop inside the computer. Alright, so I'm trying to frame this. Okay, and right before I take this picture, I'm going to want to hold my breath, and when you hold your breath, it reduces camera shake, because when you get camera shake, you're going to get a blurry photo. Alright, so I'm going to take this picture. Okay, and now I'm getting ready to pull it up in my computer so you guys can see from then on what happens next. Okay, so YouTube, I'm coming back to my computer now, which is an iMac. I'm going to hook up my iPhone 4. If you are on PC, once you hook up your iPhone, it's going to show up as an external storage device, and all you would do is just click on that drive letter and drag your photo to your desktop. On the iMac, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the applications folder, and I'm going to open up image capture and scroll down, and my picture is here, and I'm just going to drag it to the desktop. Okay, so my picture is there. And I am going to use Photoshop to open this. I know a lot of people don't have Photoshop, but that's fine, because all you have to do is go to adobe.com and download a free trial. It's a 30-day fully operational trial for Photoshop. You can use Photoshop Elements, it doesn't matter. You can also use the built-in photo editor for your computer. I don't use that because I like to have flexibility with my editing with the photos. So I'm going to use Photoshop in this case. Alright, so I am going to open up Photoshop CS5. Set my phone to the side. Okay, so I have my picture up, and what I'm going to do is I am going to use the crop tool, which is if you look to the left of the screen, you're going to see a toolbar. The crop tool is the first, second, third, fourth, the fifth tool down. Just click on that, which is already clicked on by default in my Photoshop. And once you click on that tool, at the top of your screen, top left corner, you're going to see where it says width and height. And what you can do is adjust what you want your final picture to be. So I am going to change mine to a 5x7. 8x10 is pretty much the highest I would ever go for a camera phone, which I think is really pushing it, even for the 4S by my standards. So I'm just going to do 5x7. Most people don't even print 8x10. So I'm going to go 5x7. Then I'm going to type 300 for the resolution. That is like the standard rule of thumb for photo quality resolution. For an image. So what am I going to do is I'm going to left click with the mouse and drag across the picture, and you're going to see the marching ants box is created while I'm doing that. So I'm going to let that go, and that box that's created, that's the same proportions of a 5x7 picture based on what you typed in the top left corner. Okay, so I am just going to frame this picture to get her head in here a little bit better. Okay, once you get the framing correct, then just press enter, and it's gonna crop your picture. All right, you can always go to, if you want to do a little enhancing, go to the image menu at the top, click adjustments, and we'll just make it really basic. We'll do a auto color here, see what happens. Alright, that really didn't do anything, so we're gonna go back and go edit, undo. Alright, so we're gonna go image, adjust, and then choose levels. What this does is when you choose levels, it lets you look at the histogram for a picture. Alright, so I am just going to adjust the picture a little bit just to make it look slightly better. Alright, I just gave it a little bit more tone here, which is fine. So I'm going to hit OK, and then I also want to sharpen it a little bit, just to make it a little more crisp. So go to Filter, scroll down to Sharpen, and then go to Unsharp Mask. Then you're going to get this window, and it's going to give you 100% view. It's going to look really gross here, but don't worry about that. I usually set my radius at like 1.5, and I'll keep that threshold at 0. And then what I do is, you can see on the preview what happens. I'm gonna start off at 1% so you can see the difference. So you see what happens if I go, I know it's probably hard to see on the screen, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a little sharpening to it just to make it a little bit crisper. I know that's kind of hard to see from the camera view, but like I said, if you go to Unsharp Mask and just play with the settings, I usually keep my radius at 1.5, my threshold is 0, so you can play with the amount percentage until you get something to your liking. Okay, so I am going to choose, make my selection there, and then I am just going to print this. So I am going to go File, Print. In this case, I have a photo printer. If you don't have a photo printer, you can save this image. You can resave this image and then put it on a jump drive and take it to a photo kiosk and print it out there. But I'm just going to print this from my photo printer here. Alright, so let me just check my settings on my photo printer. Alright, make sure it's all fine. Alright, so I am going to print this out really quick just so you can see a nice looking headshot with just the camera phone. Okay, and it's done printing. So if you can see that, you can see there's a portrait shot with the iPhone 4 using field light and window light. Thank you for joining me, and tune in next time for another iPhone 4 or / camera phone photo tip.